So, if you saw my last video, you'll know how motivation to do something will fade unless it's constantly triggered with some sort of reward.
Hey Dwight, do you want an Altoid?
What do you think?
In school, we learned about this scientist who trained dogs to salivate at the sound of a bell by feeding them whenever a bell rang. So for the past couple weeks, I've been conducting a similar experiment.
Dwight, want an Altoid?
Okay.
Altoid?
Sure.
And Dwight?
Pinpoint? Yes.
What are you doing? What?
I don't know. Well, my mouth tastes so bad all of a sudden. Ugh.
The thing is, we don't always get that reward. And in this world of health and fitness, the big rewards like totally transforming your body or, losing 50 pounds of fat or gaining 10 pounds of muscle simply will not happen without consistency over a period of time. That's a fact, and you do need consistency. So, what gets you through those day-to-day struggles? What gets you into the gym when you don't want to go? It seems unfair that, our brain's actual reward center kind of screws us over, right? Always wanting new rewards and kudos. How are you supposed to be consistent in something and stay motivated with, that going on? Well, I have a couple suggestions, right? 2 things. First, be dedicated to your why. You got to change your habits. The fact of the matter is something, right? And something will come up, like for example, your alarm, right? Your alarm goes off and you're not going to want to get out of bed. Or, you will just want to sleep in and skip that workout. Or alcohol, or food, or binge watching on Netflix, shopping, drugs, whatever gets that dopamine spike. And don't worry, you'll make excuse after excuse to reassure yourself in some way that it's okay. And here's my favorite. Have you ever been trying to work on your computer and somehow you find yourself on Facebook for like 20 minutes to an hour or 2, and you spend an exorbitant amount of time responding to someone or something about something irrelevant? Have you ever found yourself in the drive-thru at a fast food restaurant and ordered, knowing it's against your goals? Like, WTF, what am I doing? So conquering these small feats, it requires discipline. Just like in my first video, our brains are machines and we have to realize it. Discipline is the key to meshing your true abilities and purpose with your goals. Jocko Willink, commander of the most decorated SEAL team in the Iraq War, he stated that discipline creates the daily habits that ensure your desired outcomes. How do we get there? Well, we habit, right? These are little tiny pieces that come together to build what we call a disciplined person. But do you think you'll be able to be a disciplined, goal-crushing, good habit-having, motivated life changer merely by saying you will? No. Right, here's a key. Start small. Our brain's reward center needs these little tiny victories and accomplishments to drive us to do more. My husband actually learned this lesson repeatedly. He always set his entire schedule with massive amounts of changes to his routines. He'd put them in his Google Calendar. They'd be things like, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to work out, I'm going to learn a language, I'm going to train an elephant, I'm going to complete these series of tasks. He thought he could just will himself to do it all at once. Did it work? No. And do you know what does work? Starting with something small, very specific, an achievable goal each day, and doing those over and over and over. Have you ever heard that it takes about 21 days to make a habit? Well, it's a good rule of thumb. Start with one specific achievable goal and do it daily for 21 days. That's what we do here at Palm Beach Fit Body. We tell our members to come in 3 times a week. 3 30-minute sessions per week is only an hour and a half out of your whole week. and you get results and you feel better. And if you can do this for 21 days, you'll build a habit, a life-changing habit. So number two is the perception of rewards. You've got to embrace your journey. One thing that causes us to fail is the way that we perceive our own progress. Oh, I didn't lose 10 pounds in my first day or first week. I'm a failure. This other person did, right? Or I don't feel really energetic. I must be a failure. Or I went off the meal plan. I cheated. Gosh, I'm a failure. We allow ourselves to get wrapped up in day-to-day successes and failures and forget that this is a long process. And we will have failures. We cannot allow them to discourage us though. If you accept them just as part of the journey, a learning experience, you do the next thing, right? You can gain that momentum. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you exclusive free access to my own coaching session. You'll be able to ask me questions directly, learn the science behind our nutritional program, and the reasons our workouts are only 30 minutes and they work. I'll give you that secret of how we do get these amazing results that we do get. Well, I would love it if you did take part in our next challenge. I just implore you to come for the information session and learn. I look forward to meeting you, and also stay tuned for my next video where I give you the top 5 misconceptions on health and fitness. I'll see you soon.